battle pass, ending immediately at 50 and not continuing on with repeated rewards.
How?
They picked some of the worst activities to put in
started looking at Anatomy and look at how we're built.
System is so much easier, often taking a third of the time of dailies in
You know
Genshin
how.
or less.
Every Trailblazer who has unlocked the mail feature shall receive, via mail, one limited 5-star character doctor ratio.
Ooh. Ooh. Dude, Genshin players love her. Yes, we already got our 4-star character, Alloy. Ooh. Ooh. Dude, Genshin Twitter was so mad about the free 5-star character in Honkai Star Rail. You should have tagged this as humor, because the idea of them giving us a good free 5-star in Genshin is hilarious. Do the devs have any idea what kind of fandom civil war this will be fueling for years to come? They just want the world to burn, don't they? Yep.
You might have guessed from the intro that this isn't about Honkai Star Rail, rather it's about Genshin Impact. More the comparison between the two, that's been going on ever since Honkai Star Rail's release. These two games have been compared in almost entirely Star Rail's favor since even before Star Rail was officially released to the public. Quality of life features that people have been asking for in Genshin for...
Do you know how easy they have made the daily quests? I do what I need to do. Like, literally, I go get my resources that I need, and then I'm done with all the dailies. It takes no time at all to do my dailies now. And they have removed Battle Pass from being a daily thing. They have mixed it up, so it's a weekly thing. So you can do things every day, and just on Sunday, go take all the rewards. You don't have to go through many menus anymore in Star Rail. You don't have to go through anything. You just do what you need to do and you're good to go. And the best part about it is that even if you cannot play that day, you still have like a massive amount of resin that you can go to. And then if it caps, it will become like extra resin. It's so much better. I'm just going to say it straight now. Genshin Impact is there to fund Honkai Star Rail universe. I said it. I think that's true. I honestly think that's true. I don't think they care about Genshin at all. It is there to fund Honkai universe just overall and their game, Honkai Impact 3rd and Honkai Star Rail, and it is not there to fund Genshin at all. That is it. They don't give a fuck about Genshin. They don't care at all. It is what it is. Holy, even though Honkai Star Rail is making a lot of money, they don't care.
Years have been implemented in Honkai Star Rail from the very start and continue to get added every single patch. Even things that people were already praising in Honkai Star Rail's favor have recently seen improvements, including the Battle Pass and the daily system, both being revamped to be way more user-friendly. Meanwhile, in Genshin, we recently saw the encounter point system, which many people really do love. It is a good thing for a lot of players out there, but for some players, it was left lacking a little. Even though I myself was quick to criticize the system and point out flaws that I saw in it, I still use it every single day I can, and I love that it's included in the game. It's just, it still is a little disappointing when even the improved version of Genshin's dailies.
So Genshin is Fortnite on MiHoYo? Yeah, Genshin is Fortnite on MiHoYo. At the moment, Honkai Star Rail, I think, is making more money than Genshin, but Genshin has been making tons of money every like month for years now, right? That's just how it is. And it's still going to make a lot of money because they're still updating game. But they have a value point on every piece of item, and they're not trying to lose that value. They don't want to lose that value. Honkai Star Rail is just making the game trivialize all of the gacha mechanics, like in the sense that you don't need to care about it. You're just playing a game and having fun and jumping in whenever you want. It having the Final Fantasy 14 mindset, really. It really is having that, which is interesting for me being used to Genshin Impact. They're really just letting you have fun and play whenever you want.
than Honkai Star Rail's daily system, which just got massively improved in its most recent patch. We have had the improved daily system in Honkai Star Rail for only 1 week so far, but in that 1 week, I have never failed to complete my entire run of dailies just by spending Star Rail's equivalent of resin, and not even a full day's, just like a couple runs worth. That's just dailies. That is a relatively small thing in the grand scheme of things, but it is something we do every day, so having it be an annoying process is something you don't exactly want. Not to mention, with the unknown state of the current Chinese laws being proposed, it's possible that just dailies won't even be around that much longer in these games. The battle pass going beyond 50 is something I was asking for a very long time, and it's something that I always thought was missing, given many other games have them, even in games that have significantly more difficult battle passes to complete. Then bam, not even 1 year of Honkai Star Rail and they already have this feature. That's probably the one that stung me the most. The thing is I've played Genshin for so long and have amassed so many materials that I don't even really need those materials that much anymore.
By the way, the dude that proposed that law got fired apparently. That makes sense. He should get fired. Like, most of the people are trying to degrade, like, ruin Chinese gaming is stupid. Like, Chinese gaming is such a big thing in the world, and they're making a lot of money and also advertising China quite a lot. They should not even try to do that. Yeah, you can try to make the games better, but overall it's just like, I don't know. They're focusing way too much on gaming in China, and they shouldn't really do that. Like the government overall.
I am happy that it's in Honkai Star Rail, where I really do need those materials a lot because I just have so many characters I want to build. For the average player in Genshin, I imagine it's the ability to replay.
I haven't played Genshin like properly over half a year, but I do miss Kazuha a little bit. Kazuha was always fun, and Ganyu, I miss her a lot as well.
Old events, particularly the
I
story.
hope they make Ganyu in Honkai Star Rail. I'll get her. I'll C6 her hair as well. I'll E6 her hair as well. No, I can't, but I would get her, that's for sure.
That really upset them, because that was a highly requested feature in Genshin for basically as long as the game has been around. Even as early
Julia,
as
you gotta become a lawyer much quicker, man. I need E6 Ganyu in Honkai Star Rail. Let me borrow your credit card for a moment. No, Gamba, come on, man, come on. I just need Ganyu real quick.
We had a major event called Unreconciled Stars,
Sadly,
which
I don't know,
introduced a Fatui Harbinger in a small storyline related to the event that is now currently unplayable in the game. I think there are many out there who wish they could say that this is an outlier and that it was just one event, it was an early one, and they learned their lesson, and everything after that was just fluff, but that's really not the case. Every holiday season, we usually had some Dragonspine event which gave Albedo major character.
What are you saying, Karyubi? What?
Hard to even
I've never heard about that.
Get a feature like this in Genshin Impact if it would even work retroactively. Then there are those who prefer to play a little bit more casually, you know? Maybe they miss a few days. Maybe they like to take frequent breaks near the end of patches, and in that time they miss so many days.
Reserve Trailblazer power, I barely ever use them, but sometimes it overcaps and I have a little bit extra of this. This is so nice. Just the factor that this system exists is such a breeze for somebody that plays this game seriously. Just the fact that it exists. They never need to take use of it. They might always use their resin in time before it starts capping. But overall, the fact that this exists is so great. It's just so good.
They miss so much resin.
Sorry, I'm moving to white.
They added a reserve for your resin, so when it overcaps, it starts overfilling in the secondary pool at a much reduced rate, but you still get something out of it. It's not just capping and going to waste. They even revamped the endgame already. Now, they didn't do any massive overhauls like a lot of us want done with Spiral Abyss at this point. What they have done is they've extended the duration at which you have to do it, made it an entirely new system, added variety to it, and not just variety.
They added endgame.
Was significant in improving erudition's
Can you believe that
in the endgame by adding a game mode that is heavily AoE.
Can you believe that they added endgame? Damn. What endgame did Genshin add after its release? You got guys. What endgame did Genshin add after 1.0? Can anybody tell me what endgame they added? More exploration. Wow.
Therefore, just increasing the value of AoE characters, which is great when there's a whole path dedicated to that purpose. Now that is all well and good, you know, great for Honkai Star Rail. I play both games. I'm happy with the improvements, but what really got me is the ability to skip earlier floors of the Memory of Chaos.
This is crazy that you can do this. That means that I think next time I do MOC, I can just go do 12 and I'm done with everything. That's amazing.
You have completed most of these floors many times before, and now you can complete a later floor and get credit for everything before it. Which again, great for Honkai Star Rail. Real happy to have that feature over there, but why? Why did the game that has auto battle need this before Genshin Impact did?
Because why not? Why would you do that before Genshin Impact? That's not even a question. Genshin is gonna stay like it is. But why would you need to do something you would auto battle? Like, you can say that about many things about the game, but in the end of the day, why would you need to auto battle a challenging chamber when you like, why would you need to do that when you can already auto battle it when it's meant to be end game content that is challenging? If you can already auto battle it, you should already be able to skip it. And that's what Honkai Star Rail says. It's basically, if you are can easily do this so very easily, you might as well just skip it. And that's what they're giving you the option to do, which is amazing.
Completed floors 9 to 11 so many times that there's almost no fun to be had in it anymore. My characters, even just average geared, you know, because I roll for so many characters, I try to build them all. No one is really amazing. Even then, I can still just stomp everything in those floors. More often than not, they die before I can even start doing what the character's supposed to do. And I mean, if something is dying from Nouvelette's skill and his burst and you don't even get to use a charge attack, like what's the fun in that? I would
It's so
at least
boring.
do one rotation. So like if that content is so easy, like just let us skip it. Give us credit for it when we've done it 100 times. Let's just change the tone of this though, because the point of this video was not for me to just crap on everything Genshin is doing and say that Honkai Star Rail is better, as so many like to do these days. Genshin has been adding a lot of nice things, even if some of these features maybe should have come here a very long time ago, like the
I hate minigames like this. I don't know why, but it frustrates me to try to move these sheeps around. Like I know, I remember this from Zelda Twilight Princess. I don't like this kind of thing. I don't know why the sheeps never want to go the way I want it to go.
additional renewal. The good thing is that this is one thing that we got that it is now better than Honkai Star Rail's version, except for the fact that in Honkai Star Rail you can do that from anywhere. You don't have to go to one specific NPC, and that also applies for the dailies. So, you know, maybe give us that too. That'd be great. Leveling artifacts and stuff, that was drastically improved. The artifact filtering system, I really don't know if anyone was really asking for this, and it is quite the complex system, and I do think it is a really useful tool to have. Numerous things, you know, improvements are always coming, and the one good thing I think that has come from Honkai Star Rail is that the quality of life in Genshin was really stagnating for quite a long time, and it really does seem like the introduction of Honkai Star Rail has really lit a fire under them to improve the rate at which they give us these things. It's just, again, it's really weird when Honkai Star Rail gets improvements I don't think anybody was asking for. I mean, like, the daily system improvements are amazing. They are so much easier to complete when they were already so laughably easy compared to Genshin's. Who was asking for this? Why? Why did you give us to us, especially when they might be removed soon?
I see.
Same with the Battle Pass. They removed dailies from the Battle Pass in Honkai Star Rail completely, and now you just have a spend resin one, or spend Trailblaze power for what they call it. Another weird improvement that I don't think anyone was asking for, because the dailies in both Genshin and Star Rail's Battle Pass are so easy and negligible that like you don't need to do them, and most of them are going to complete themselves anyway.
The shocking thing was that this Konami is seeking 4 billion, around 29 million in damages. Konami is a super greedy gambling company though, so you need to remember that. So like you need to keep that in mind whenever anything is related to Konami. Konami did, like, they basically pachinkos. That is what Konami kind of sells, which is gambling. Their video games was just an extra industry they jumped into. Mostly Konami sells pachinko machines in Japan and other places. So their video games were just an additional thing that was meant to advertise their pachinko machines. Like they turned Resident Evil franchise into, not Resident Evil, that's a different one. I'm like Silent Hill. Whenever they cancel ET and they kicked out Kojima, and Kojima left or got kicked out, I don't remember what happened. But whenever Silent Hill was basically dead, you know what they did? They made it into that pachinko machine. That was the future of Silent Hill. That was the future of Silent Hill. And I don't know if they've kind of changed it now because they're making a remake of Silent Hill 2. But that amazing franchise that has stuck around for so long, that has been like the beginning of horror game, in fucking gaming. It's such a massive and amazing game. All of the 1 and 2 are masterpieces, and they just turned the whole franchise into a pachinko machine. Can you believe that? Man, you know, I don't know. Can't expect much from Konami.
Removing them and just replacing with a spend resin one, which was like, oh, okay, great. I mean, like, it's easier, and that's good because we now have the repeatable battle pass over there. You know, sure does make it easier to get to that 70. And no, I don't think that was because of the law, because that change went live like 7 days after those laws were even proposed, not even officially implemented as laws. So it's highly unlikely, unless they have an insider source, that may have been coming down the pipeline. My thoughts on all of this is that Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact are obviously both made by HoYoverse, so that gets them compared a lot. They just assume that one change that is good for one, they should just do in the other, and absolutely for a lot of things they should. Like any product in any market or any service, improvement is driven.
Also, have you noticed that whenever you do like a quest here in Genshin Impact, you have like 20 rows that give you like no reward, like in events. So you have to like play a lot more. In Honkai Star Rail, I feel like instead of 20 rows, there are 5. And you don't have to do that much. Like, I feel like the rewards from events are just way better. Like, even them. Like, this feels like a chore, while the events in Honkai Star Rail feels like a fun side quest thing.
They should. Like any product in any market or any service, improvement is driven by competition. If your product has
now you have to click through all of them.
Oh, you have no drive to improve because you have the entire market. Turn-based gacha games are a dime a dozen. Star Rail's drive to improve is going to be significantly higher than Genshin's, because Genshin
just look at my chest,
even after all these years,
put your eyes on my chest.
Much strong competition on the market currently. Now there are games on the horizon, and hopefully that drives Genshin to improve even more when they come to be. For now, we're going to have to settle with Honkai Star Rail, and for a lot of the cases, we're going to have to deal with them getting stuff first, it would seem.
Yeah.
Now, when Honkai Star Rail's anniversary comes along, that is going to be
oh, that's gonna be fun, boys. Are you excited for Honkai Star Rail anniversary? Ooh, that is gonna be fun. Oh, I can't wait to see the rewards. Imagine you have free 5-star selector. If they give you a free 5-star selector, how do you think Genshin Impact Reddit and Twitter is gonna like respond? Oh my god. What if they give you a 5-star selector, but it's not only the standard banner? We already, by the way, you guys don't know it, or maybe you do, but we already have a free 5-star selector in Honkai Star Rail for the standard banner. Whenever you used enough standard pulls, you get a free 5-star selector. Just out of the blue. You don't have this in Genshin at all. You never had it. But you have it in Honkai. So whenever you use enough pulls, you can just go pick whatever you want. Finally, Silwolf, I lost all 50/50s on her banner. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Lucky enough, I got Silwolf. I haven't really used her that much. I use her a bit. She's pretty good.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm
just happy that like when it comes to Honkai Star, I've been saved. I won my 2 50/50s, lost 50/50s, so I've been lucky with that.
Any situation
we have free 4-star. Yeah, you get your in Genshin, in Honkai Star Rail, you get 5-star selectors and a lot of free pulls. In Genshin Impact, you get one 4-star selector from one region, and there's like 1 of them are good and 4 of them suck. Have fun.
Differently than just the community going up in flames. Either Star Rail gets a terrible anniversary to match Genshin's, and people probably blame Genshin.
I've saved 250 rolls so far, free to play in all gachas, and feels okay. Wait, are you in Honkai Star Rail or in the Genshin Impact? There's some league hidden item for selected free 5-star in Honkai Star Rail. Wait, really? Ooh. Hear me out. They give a 5 max constellation of your choice for a free 5. For free with 5 weapon capped out. That's a lot. No, they would never do that. That would be insane. That's too much. But what about if they gave you like a 5-star weapon and a 5-star character. Like you can choose both. What if they allow you to choose both 5-star character and a 5-star weapon? Oh my god, people are gonna be mad. In Genshin, I have 500 rolls, but not rolled anymore, only for Arena. But in Genshin, like 0% closed content since almost summer release. However, I rolled decent amount of characters. Yeah, I feel like Genshin, I logged into Genshin again when Farina came out, and I was like thinking, maybe if I get this character, I will, you know, maybe I'll play it again. I haven't played it in a couple months. If I get her, I'll play it. I lost my 50-50. And then I look around and see how many rolls can I get for free. I was like, not that many. So I quit again. I haven't actually played it ever since. I haven't touched it once ever since. And this was the day Farina came out. I've just not bothered. I was thinking that maybe the interest of this character will keep me playing again or trying it out, but I lost it. And I looked about how many free rewards I could get, and it was barely any. It wasn't really worth it
for it, or it gets an amazing anniversary and Genshin fans are pissed. Either way, should be a fun time to just sit back and watch everything burn. So what was the feature that you really wanted that Star Rail got, if any, or maybe the other way around somehow? Because I mean, Genshin has some stuff that Star Rail doesn't, and let me know in the comments below. Thank you to you for watching. Thank you to my patrons and my members for supporting me.
I'm burned out on Genshin. That's pretty much it. Like the end of the day, Genshin Impact is a good game. It's a great game, but I have played it nearly daily since its release for like 2 years or 3 years. I played this for way too long. I am burned out on Genshin. And when I play something like Honkai Star Rail, which is very similar in a way, same company and same graphics, and I kind of enjoy it more. I don't know. I find it very fun and chill. And they are more like appreciative towards their player base. It's kind of hard to stop playing that and go back to Genshin. That is pretty much it. Honkai Star will go way longer. Time will tell, but I believe so. I think the company definitely prefer Honkai Star Rail way more. But yeah, that was a pretty good video. That was a pretty good video.